always been a huge supporter of the Telangana ecosystem. Thank you, Mamta, for joining us today. Honorable Member of Parliament from Chevella, Dr. Ranjit Reddy Garu, to our Principal Secretary of Industry, Commerce, Information Technology, Jayesh Ranjan Garu, to all the distinguished delegates who are participating in this event today, the Mobility Next Hyderabad EV Summit. It's a matter of great pride, it's a matter of great delight for me to inaugurate the first edition of the Mobility Next Hyderabad EV Summit, being organized in the best city in India. And I say this in a very, very unabashed manner to any of those who are from outside of India, to any of those who are from outside of Hyderabad as well. And by the way, this is not a self-certification that I'm doing or indulging in. In fact, Mercer, an agency that rates cities on the livability index, has rated Hyderabad as the best city among all Indian cities for 5 years in a row from 2015 until 2020. So therefore, welcome you all to the most livable city and the most lovable city in India. Climate sustainability is one of the most important agendas for governments and non-government organizations and for humanity at large across the world. Transport, public and private, accounts for 1/5 of carbon emissions, and road travel accounts for 75% of mobility emissions. It is important for us to plan the transition to cleaner and sustainable mobility to preserve the world for our future generations and ensure better quality of life for each and every citizen. Given the importance of this topic, I am proud to announce that Hyderabad is hosting its e-mobility week, a week-long celebration of events to promote clean and sustainable mobility. This will be an annual fixture. This will be an annual fixture starting this year, so I think it deserves a bigger round of applause. This will be an annual fixture and it will be held every year to foster collaboration by bringing together the thought leaders, experts, and global automotive ecosystem players to chart a course of sustainable mobility for India at large. In addition to this summit, the Hyderabad e-mobility week also includes Rally Hyderabad, which was organized yesterday, the 5th of February, with an objective to promote electric mobility amongst citizens, and it saw participation of more than 1,000 electric vehicles going on a procession in 2 different routes in the city. Hyderabad e-motor show will also be organized on the 8th of February, the coming Wednesday, which will provide a platform to the automotive companies, startups and other large OEMs to showcase their next-gen EV models. To showcase the power of e-mobility, I am also proud to announce that Hyderabad will be the first city in India to host the Formula E race happening on 11th of February. This e-Prix coming to Hyderabad and India for the first time ever is a testament to the direction of progress India has taken. Telangana, the youngest state in India, is already the hub for clean energy in India. State of Telangana is now the second largest producer of solar energy per unit land mass in the country. 20% of Telangana's energy output comes from solar. The state has already installed more than 5,000 gigawatts of solar energy. Telangana also aspires to become the most electrified state in the country in terms of mobility. We also were one of the early adopters of a focused EV and ESS policy in 2020 with an objective to facilitate investments in electric vehicle and energy storage systems, to also increase EV adoption in the state, to also, of course, develop enabling infrastructure, including charging stations, etc. With this policy, we endeavor to provide capital incentives, tax exemptions, subsidies, and other support to companies investing in the state. The response from the industry has been overwhelming. The state has already attracted more than 8,000 crores of investment, more than $1 billion of investments from leading Indian and global companies such as Olectra, Mitra, Grafton, Pure EV, One Moto, Ethrio, Ito, Light Auto, amongst others. The state has already emerged as a leading hub for automotive engineering, research and development in the world with investments from Stellantis, ZF, Hyundai Mobis, Micron, Bosch, Ficosa, amongst others. I'm proud to share that Hyderabad is leading in development of advanced automotive technologies in India, including ADAS, digital cockpit solutions, V2X connectivity, automotive cybersecurity, and others. To further accelerate the growth of sustainable mobility in India, I hereby announce India's first new mobility-focused cluster, the Telangana Mobility Valley. The Telangana Mobility Valley will create best-in-class infrastructure, making Telangana the most competitive destination for both manufacturing and research and development in this space. The vision for TMV has been created with active participation from the industry and academia. The state has also engaged one of the leading consulting firms, the Boston Consulting Group, to help conceptualize and develop a truly differentiated vision for the Telangana mobility. I'm thankful to BCG for all their support and for all their inputs. TMV also aims to facilitate companies across all segments of sustainable mobility: electric two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers and above, advanced cell chemistry and hydrogen fuel cells, Tier 1 and Tier 2 component manufacturers, and auto engineering, research and development companies. The Telangana Mobility Valley has an audacious goal, has an audacious vision of attracting 50,000 crores of investment, about $6 billion of investments, and to generate about 400,000 new jobs, 4 lakh new jobs in the next 5 years. I know it sounds audacious, it sounds a bit ambitious, but I do believe it's immensely doable. For this, we've also identified 4 mega clusters in and around Hyderabad, which will be equipped with the state-of-the-art infrastructure to reduce cost of operations for the tenants. An electric vehicle manufacturing cluster in Zahirabad, an electric vehicle manufacturing cluster in Sitarampur in Chevilla constituency, energy storage system cluster in Divitipalli in Mehboob district, the Telangana Mobility Valley Engineering and Innovation Cluster at Yankatala, Mominpet Mandal in Vikarabad district, spanning more than 1,200 acres. The Telangana Mobility Valley, set up at Yankatala in Vikarabad district, will be India's most comprehensive shared testing and validation infrastructure. This includes state-of-the-art labs for EV powertrain, EV battery, ADAS, NVH, EMI, EMC, and component test labs. India's first CAV proving grounds to test autonomous vehicles. The state has also signed a memorandum of understanding with ATS TUV Rhineland, a leading German service engineering labs and proving grounds in Yankatala. The company will invest around 350 crore in developing these facilities in Yankatala. I welcome the entire team who's come all the way from Germany. I welcome you all. TMV at Yankatala in Vikarabad will also be home to an automotive university, an automotive exposition center, Industry 4.0 Center of Excellence, homologation facilities, and also several research and development clusters. Our ESS cluster will also have a world-class infrastructure to manufacture lithium-ion cells, cathode active battery material, and other lithium-ion components. The cluster will also have a battery recycling facility to minimize carbon footprint and reduce costs of production for developing battery packs for EVs. Another focus area for Telangana Mobility Valley is talent development. To transition to the new mobility, there is a pressing need for upskilling and reskilling existing talent. In TMV, we are bringing together industry and academia to set up series of centers of excellence to create industry-ready talent. Proud to announce that India's first center of excellence in automotive cybersecurity, in collaboration with BITS Hyderabad and Bosch, will also be launched in the upcoming academic year. The Center of Excellence between BITS and Bosch will set an example for the country for creating talent to meet the changing requirements of the automotive industry. Further, we'll also be announcing at least 4 other centers of excellence over the next few weeks on topics like automotive cybersecurity, automotive artificial intelligence, electrochemistry, modeling and simulation. Another focus area for TMV is to promote mobility startups in the state. T-Hub, India's largest innovation center, has partnered with leading mobility corporates such as Maruti Suzuki, Nissan, Uber for identifying innovative startups and has incubated successful startups such as Mobility Electric, Hala Mobility, etc. The state has also entered into an MOU with Plug and Play to set up co-working and incubation spaces for startups. To identify and support entrepreneurs with innovative ideas, the state of Telangana is organizing a grand startup challenge as part of the Hyderabad e-mobility week. We'll also be supporting selected ideas through grants and incubation support. Over 100 plus startups in the mobility space have already submitted their cutting-edge ideas. I look forward to interacting with some of them. The TMV has generated significant momentum amongst the industry. I am overwhelmed to see the positive response. We have secured some amazing investments and I'll read out a few of those. I would also like to take a moment to thank Mamta Chamarthi particularly for providing thought leadership to the whole concept right from the very first day. Thank you very much, Mamta. I think she deserves a bigger round of applause, please. Just a few marquee investments like I just mentioned. Amar Raja, a very prominent Indian group, will be investing almost 9,500 crores of Indian rupees in setting up a lithium-ion gigafactory. Hyundai will be investing about 1,400 crores of Indian rupees for setting up automotive proving grounds. Mobility Electric will be investing 1,100 crores of Indian rupees for setting up a 3-wheeler electric vehicle manufacturing unit. Alox, again an Indian company, will also be investing about 750 crores of Indian rupees to set up India's first multi-gigawatt cathode manufacturing facility. Atero will be investing about 600 crores of Indian rupees in setting up a battery recycling unit. Grafton will be investing about 150 crore Indian rupees in setting up a 2-wheeler manufacturing facility. Apollo Tyres has tied up to set up a digital innovation center for driving efficiency. Bosch Global Software Technologies is going to hire about 3,000 employees to develop AI and safety solutions for the automotive industry. Fisker, a large EV maker from the US, has set up its first facility outside the US for developing engineering, research and development. MG Group has also set up an EV park in Hyderabad to support startups. And Government of Telangana, along with TASK, the Telangana Academy for Skills and Knowledge, has set up Kalam Center for Automotive Excellence to upskill youth in e-mobility. Further, adding to all the above that I just mentioned, investments aggregating to 3,000 plus crores are in advanced stages and will be announced in the next 2 weeks. These investments will further strengthen electric 3-wheeler, electric 2-wheeler and charging equipment manufacturing ecosystems in Telangana. And I would be remiss if I don't mention Kamal Bali and also invite him to invest in my state. Kamal, you should also start considering, with all these marquee players coming, and the one name that's missing is Volvo. And I'd love to see a Swedish company, and I told you also, I am actually a huge fan of your vehicles. I own a couple of your cars as well. So, as a loyal customer, I would urge you also to consider doing more business with us. I would urge all the dignitaries and the delegates present here also to participate in events, interact, mingle, come out with more ideas, give us more ideas. This is the first of its kind in India. So therefore, I hope, I pray, I'm confident also that this Hyderabad e-mobility week will transition the sustainable mobility ecosystem in a big way by partnering with the government of Telangana. Once again, I thank you all humbly for joining us. Jai Telangana.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will set audacious goals and we will achieve them together. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Ms. Mamta Chamarthi to address the gathering and tell us more about Telangana Mobility Valley.
Firstly, let me start saying good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Hyderabad. I want to see a loud cheer for Mr. K.T. Garu because he not only is a visionary, but when there is a great idea, knows how to support that great idea. So thank you so much, and good afternoon to all of the dignitaries on the stage, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan Garu, Mr. Kamal Bali, and Mr. I forgot, Ranjit Reddy Garu. And thank you for supporting from your constituency. So my excitement here is what started as an idea several years ago. When I first came to Hyderabad, of course I was born here, so I did not come first to Hyderabad. I came here first because I was born here. But I came for ZF to set up an R&D center. And looking at the entrepreneurial spirit of the government, I thought, why not take this entrepreneurial spirit and create an ecosystem over here to make a huge impact to sustainable mobility. Yes, of course, there's quite a bit of risk in such kind of a huge idea. And when I presented this idea to one of our BCG partners sitting here in the audience, he said, this is impossible. This is very hard to achieve. I recently bought a Maserati MC20. By the way, next time you come to Detroit, I want you to try that. It goes 0 to 60 under 3 seconds. Okay? So the speed at which the government of Telangana is moving is setting that kind of a record-breaking speed, I would say. 0 to 60, not under 3 seconds, but 0 to 60, proving to the whole world what can be done when we all come together, from academia to government to automotive industry to tier 1 suppliers, all of us coming together, each and every one of us, to make our planet a greener planet. So, okay. This one? Okay. So let's talk about why Telangana Mobility Valley is in the sweet spot. So the last time that the automotive industry went through such a huge transformation was about 100 years ago. 100 years ago, we as humanity switched from riding horses to a car. And this is when Henry Ford went to a meat packing plant, looked at how meat was packed on an assembly line, and thought that cars should also be built on an assembly line. That was 100 years ago. So the industry is ripe for disruption right now. And this disruption is about sustainability. It's about safety. It's about new customer experience, which can only be addressed by talent that Hyderabad offers, and with the benefit of a pro-business government that both enables and accelerates meeting the needs of not just Hyderabad, but meeting the needs of the planet. That's why Telangana Mobility Valley is firmly placed in this kind of a sweet spot. So let's go through each one of these areas, starting with the automotive industry. So when you look at the auto industry, and when you look at the customers, and how is it changing? Firstly, the customers are saying, I have a new mindset, and I have a new set of values. I want my car to be sustainable, but I want my vehicle to know me and personalize my experience for me and seamlessly connect with my digital life. My vehicle understands my mood, and perhaps, since I'm in Hyderabad, knows that I'm in the mood for an old Hindi song or maybe even an old Telugu song, and plays that to me when I'm sitting in the car from my Spotify. I want my vehicle to be safe, secure, and reliable. Not only secure, but cyberly secure. 1.2 million people die in car crashes every year. Just to give you a context, the very first year that we had COVID, in 2019 to 2020, there were an incremental 1.2 million deaths. And with car crashes, we are seeing that number of deaths every year. Every year. And so with artificial intelligence stepping into the car with autonomous driving, we can reduce that human error, which is 90% of the car crashes happen because of human error. Artificial intelligence augmenting the driver intelligence can decrease the number of crashes, increase the safety, and most of those 1.2 million people can go home to their families. It's not just about a cool thing, it is about the auto industry having a social responsibility to be safe and secure. Customers not only want to feel physically protected, but given all of the data gathering, they want to be cyber protected too. And the preference is in this digital world to seamlessly connect to the cloud. And as I speak to the car, with Cloud First, the car just interacts with my voice and responds to me. So in the past, my car only felt new for the first 3 months, maybe a year. But now with over-the-air updates, the car remains fresh. And this is the kind of talent that the auto industry is looking for. So if you go on to the next one around talent and Hyderabad and what Hyderabad offers. So when you look at all of the things that I talked about in the auto industry, we need electrical talent, electronics talent with all of the sensors in the car collecting the data, and we need lots of software talent. And that's where Hyderabad comes in, abundance of this talent. And from just a couple of hundred of people in the auto industry in 2016, 2017, now Telangana boasts about more than 10,000 people. And as K.T. Garu has said, I challenge not to grow it to 500,000 or 50,000 jobs. I would say we can increase it by 10x and show the whole world how fast Telangana and Hyderabad can move. And it's not only talent, but look at the talent that's coming from the city. Not only a customer-first mindset, but a sustainability mindset, because Hyderabad has been voted as the iconic green city, beating Paris, beating number of the other cities in the world. This is just amazing. And the quality of life here in Hyderabad is just the best. And look at the tech companies that are coming to the city and that are in the city. This is the talent that we are looking at in the auto industry. So what is Telangana Mobility Valley? And again, in 2017, the idea was born, and in 2019, 2020, the dream became a reality when the government accepted the proposal, and we brought in BCG. Thanks to the entire BCG team that's sitting in the audience, you've done an incredible, incredible job. Javier, Sushma, Dhruv, Anmol, I think I'm missing a few names, but you guys have done an amazing job. And with a special shout out to my friend in the audience, Amarnath Reddy. And I think we talk past my hours of work in the US, between 9 p.m. and midnight is when we work on the Hyderabad-Telangana Mobility Valley. So thank you, Amar, for being a partner in crime. And in 2023, all of this excitement, and this conference is not only going to be this year, but it's going to repeat every year. And together, we are going to drive that sustainable movement. And so the Telangana Mobility Valley, no one auto company does have all of the resources to disrupt themselves for the planet to be green. We all need to come together to create an engineering zone, manufacturing zone, innovation, talent, and experience, bring everyone together and create an ecosystem to disrupt mobility. And in conclusion, I would say we started by thinking big, and that is the DNA of Hyderabad, thinking big. We partnered for speed. Again, I think, if we have a speedometer and go 0 to 60, Hyderabad knows how to do it. And we are nurturing all of the talent that's sitting in the audience and beyond for this kind of growth, because there is no plan B for Planet B, because there is no Planet B, as Ban Ki-moon had said. So Telangana, for you, everyone, is powering sustainable mobility for the entire world through the Telangana Mobility Valley. So watch out, world, as Telangana disrupts the entire world, not just Hyderabad.
Thank you so much, Mamta. Well said. There is no plan B because we do not have a planet B. Ladies and gentlemen, as Telangana embarks on a journey to become a leader in new mobility, the state has been joined by a number of strategic partners who play an important role in the journey. I'd like to invite our dignitaries on the dais for the unveiling of the Telangana Mobility Valley from the industry, think tanks, academia and government who have contributed to make this vision a reality. I'll be taking the names and I'd request the dignitaries and partners to kindly join on stage for the unveiling. I request Mr. V.S. Ram, Vice President Manufacturing and Operations, Farm Divisions, Mahindra & Mahindra, Mr. K.V.N. Prasad, Vice President Manufacturing and Operations, Automotive Division, Mahindra & Mahindra, Mr. R. K. Shenoy, Member and Executive Leadership, Mobility Solutions, Bosch Global Software Technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with the applause and welcome them. Mr. Pradeep K.K., Head of Strategy Planning, Mobis Technical Center of India. Mr. Shashi Reddy, Vice President Engineering, Qualcomm. Mr. Krishna Swamy J., Head Tech Center India, ZF. Mr. S. Ramanathan, Managing Director, Automotive Test Systems, ATS. Mr. H. Shanmugavil, VP Operations, Electra Green Tech. Mr. Rajendra Bandal, Vice President, TUV Rhineland, India. Dr. Matthias Schubert, Executive Vice President, Mobility, TUV Rhineland. Professor P. Rajalakshmi, Director, Taihan IIT Hyderabad. Professor Ramesh Loganathan, Professor of Practice, Co-Innovation, IIIT Hyderabad. Professor G. Sundar, Director, BITS Pilani Hyderabad Campus. Professor N.V. Rama Rao, Director, NIT Warangal. Mr. Saurabh Bakliwal, APA Lead for Infrastructure and Cities, BCG. Ms. Sushma Vasudevan, Managing Director and Partner, BCG. Mr. Xavier Mosquet, Senior Advisor, BCG. Shri E. Venkat Narasimha Reddy, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, TSIIC. Dr. Vishnu Vardhan Reddy, IFS Special Secretary in West Telangana. Mr. Amarnath Reddy, Chief Relations Officer. Mr. Gopalakrishnan VC, Director of Automotive and EV. And Mr. Sujoy Karampuri, Director, Electronics and ESS. I'd request the Honorable Minister along with the entire team to kindly step forward and unveil the TMV model. Request all the dignitaries on stage to kindly step towards the model. and gentlemen, one more time, put your hands together for Team Mobility Valley. We request all the strategic partners to post the photo session. Kindly take their seats back again in the audience.